Here I am at the Albert Park, I would say, named after Prince Albert, I presume. Can't be anything else, as I don't read. Very difficult for me to very much get the understanding about much of the things around the world, but get it on the head most of the time, because just work it out. The heritage, the history, which I'm always interested about. The park, one of the cannons that defended the city through when they came over. And what we have here now is the old traditions are being slowly wiped away, and left off is very little. And that said, now it's a peaceful park, monuments and memorabilia from the old days, very much so. There's an amazing statue here which very much anchored in most of the British colonial parts of the world. And here's Queen Victoria and herself, a statue here at the Albert Park in Auckland, New Zealand. It's a tranquil and pleasant evening here at Albert Park. Where British conquered, they've always put in a park, either would call Albert, Hyde Park, or else. Okay. Here we are. What we have is a global cafe direct at the student University campus of Auckland, and put in a fair trade label on there, and you can sell bucket loads of coffee to the students. Much of the time these days, I should say, as I travel through the entire planet's surface, all I see is the indigenous populations of this world is slowly being dissipated through one reason alone: drinks, drugs, smoking, fast food, fattening foods, and McDonald's, Subways, Burger Kings anchoring in these indigenous countries around the world. And it's exactly the same if you go to North America, if you go to Africa, if you go to Australia, Fiji, any of the Micronesian islands, Melanesian islands, Polynesian islands, French Micronesia, French Polynesia, Caledonians, all of those countries, all of those islands absolutely been decimated by indigenous populations being taken out of the landmass already. And all we are going to end up is no traditions, no heritage, no values. All we're going to value is the drinks, the smoke, the Facebook, the Google, the Yahoo, the Apple, Starbucks. All of these is the new tradition globally. Absolutely everywhere you go, that's all you will ever get to see in the next 10 years max. Nothing else of traditions and history. I've been trying to get some Maori food. No, it's not available. All you'll get is Chinese, Taiwanese, Vietnamese, Indian, Japanese. I don't want any of that. I'm in New Zealand. The traditions and values is what we should be holding. In this park, we've got monuments going back to its traditional exploration by the explorers and the conditioning of this nation, and so on and so forth. So here I am. leaving with such a sad note. My 5th time here in this country, and next time when I come, I don't see much of a difference. All I would see is such a dire position. Monument. Zoom. Just a very clean and nice, gentle feature just in the middle of the city. And the national bird as well. Wonderful.